Picture this. You're sitting inside a spacecraft, moving through space, getting closer to Jupiter. From far away, it looks peaceful, almost beautiful. Swirling cream and orange bands, that massive red storm, it looks like something you'd hang on your wall. But then, the alarms go off, your instruments start glitching, the radiation sensors are screaming, and right then, you realize something. You're not approaching a planet. You're approaching the most dangerous thing in our solar system, short of the sun itself. Jupiter isn't the gentle giant people think it is. It's a cosmic horror story hiding in plain sight. And by the time this video ends, you'll understand why even our most advanced machines, built specifically to survive it, barely make it out alive. Let's start with something most people never truly wrap their heads around: Jupiter's size. You could fit over 1,300 Earths inside Jupiter. Not 13, not 130, 1,300. If you took every single planet in our solar system, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, all of them, and added up their total mass, Jupiter would still outweigh all of them combined, twice. That's not big, that's incomprehensible. Here's where it gets unsettling. Jupiter came this close to becoming a second sun. If it had picked up just 80 times more mass during its formation, nuclear fusion would have ignited inside it. We wouldn't have a fifth planet, we'd have a binary star system, two suns in our sky. Earth might never have existed at all. Instead, we ended up with something arguably more terrifying: a gas giant, no solid ground, no surface to land on, just an endless ocean of gas that slowly tries to destroy everything that enters it. Now, look at Jupiter's atmosphere. That famous Great Red Spot? That's not a marking. That's a storm that has been raging non-stop for over 350 years, possibly much longer. We just weren't watching before that. And it's not a small storm. It's large enough to swallow Earth whole and still have room left over. Wind speeds at the edges of that storm hit over 400 kilometers per hour, and scientists call that relatively calm by Jupiter standards. Deeper in the atmosphere, jet streams rip across the planet at more than 600 kilometers per hour. That's faster than the speed of sound on Earth. But the storms aren't even the worst part. The deeper you go into Jupiter, the worse everything gets. There's no ground. The atmosphere just gets thicker, denser, heavier, pressure climbing with every kilometer you descend. At a certain depth, something impossible happens. Hydrogen, the same simple gas we deal with on Earth, transforms into liquid metal under the pressure. Liquid metallic hydrogen. It sounds like fiction, but it's completely real, and it's responsible for the most terrifying feature Jupiter has. Earth has a magnetic field. It protects us, deflects solar radiation, makes life possible. Jupiter has a magnetic field too, except Jupiter's is roughly 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. 20,000 times. If you could see Jupiter's magnetic field, it would appear larger in the night sky than the full moon does. It stretches millions of kilometers into space, all the way towards Saturn's orbit on one side. It is the largest structure in our entire solar system, and it's completely invisible. Now, here's the part that should genuinely disturb you. This magnetic field doesn't protect anything, it destroys. Jupiter's field captures charged particles, electrons, protons, ions, and accelerates them faster and faster until some are moving at nearly the speed of light. These particles form radiation belts around Jupiter, donut-shaped rings of pure energy that surround the planet like invisible walls of death. The radiation inside those belts is so intense, it would kill an unprotected human in minutes, not hours, minutes. When NASA built Juno, they had to design an armored titanium vault weighing nearly 200 kilograms just to protect the electronics. And even with all that protection, Juno can only make close passes for a few hours before the radiation starts threatening its systems. The Galileo probe dove into Jupiter's atmosphere and absorbed radiation equal to 25 million dental X-rays before being crushed and vaporized by the pressure. this is not a planet, this is a trap. And yet, the radiation isn't even the most impactful thing Jupiter does, because Jupiter doesn't just sit there being dangerous, it has shaped the entire solar system around it. Scientists believe that early in the solar system's history, Jupiter actually moved. It migrated inward toward the sun, and as it did, its gravity scattered debris, swallowed would-be planets, and fundamentally altered everything in the inner solar system. There's a scientific theory called the Grand Tack hypothesis. It suggests Jupiter once wandered as close as Mars's current position, before being pulled back outward by Saturn's gravity. During that migration, Jupiter likely destroyed or ejected most of the material that could have formed planets in the inner solar system. This is why the asteroid belt exists today. Those aren't pieces of a destroyed planet, they're pieces of planets that never got the chance to form because Jupiter wouldn't allow it. And this influence isn't just ancient history, it's happening right now. Comets, asteroids, rogue objects, Jupiter acts like a gravitational vacuum cleaner. It absorbs them, flings them into the sun, or ejects them out of the solar system entirely. We watched this happen live in 1994. Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 got caught in Jupiter's gravity, torn apart into 21 separate pieces, and then each piece slammed into Jupiter's atmosphere one by one at 60 kilometers per second. The impact scars were larger than Earth itself. The total energy released was equivalent to hundreds of millions of nuclear bombs going off simultaneously. If that comet had hit Earth instead, extinction, no question. You might think, okay, at least Jupiter's moons are safe, right? Europa has a hidden ocean under its ice. Scientists think it might harbor life. Ganymede is the largest moon in the entire solar system. These sound like hopeful places, but even Jupiter's moons exist inside a radiation nightmare. Take Io, the closest of Jupiter's large moons. Io is the most volcanically active body we've ever discovered anywhere in the solar system. Hundreds of active volcanoes. Its surface is constantly erupting and reshaping itself. But it's not active because of geological heat, the way Earth's volcanoes work. It's active because Jupiter's gravity is literally squeezing it constantly. The tidal forces are so extreme, they heat Io from the inside out. Europa's situation is just as grim. That promising ocean people talk about, it sits under kilometers of ice inside Jupiter's radiation belt. The surface of Europa receives a lethal radiation dose every single day. Any human standing there would be dead within hours. Any spacecraft we land on Europa will need to drill through kilometers of ice just to reach water that might be shielded enough to search for life, all while its electronics are being bombarded. Even Ganymede, which has its own magnetic field, the only moon in the entire solar system that does, can't fully escape Jupiter's radiation. These moons aren't refuges, they're prisoners, trapped in orbit around something that never stops being hostile. Let's pause here, because I want you to really sit with this. Jupiter isn't dangerous in one way, it's dangerous in every way at the same time. The pressure crushes you, the radiation kills you, the gravity traps you, the storms destroy you, the magnetic field accelerates particles to near the speed of light and fires them at everything nearby. There is no safe approach to Jupiter. There is no safe orbit around Jupiter. Every mission we've ever sent there is operating on borrowed time. And people forget, Jupiter is still actively shaping the solar system right now. Its gravity nudges asteroid orbits. It influences the paths of comets. It even causes a subtle wobble in the sun itself. In a very real sense, Jupiter is still deciding what survives in this solar system and what doesn't. So why do we keep sending spacecraft there? Because everything that makes Jupiter terrifying also makes it scientifically priceless. That liquid metallic hydrogen interior could tell us how gas giants form across the entire universe. Jupiter's radiation environment is essentially a natural laboratory for understanding magnetospheres and particle physics that we can't recreate on Earth. The moons, especially Europa, might be the most likely places in our solar system to find signs of life beyond Earth. Juno has been orbiting Jupiter since 2016, and what it sent back has genuinely surprised scientists. Jupiter's core isn't the solid, compact ball they expected. It's fuzzy, diffuse. Scientists now believe it's still slowly absorbing material from impacts that happened billions of years ago. The storms don't just sit on the surface, they extend hundreds of kilometers deep into the planet. And Jupiter's auroras, those glowing polar lights, are powered by Io's volcanoes. Material from Io gets shot into space, ionized, funneled along magnetic field lines, creating light shows that make Earth's northern lights look like a birthday candle. The more we learn, the stranger it gets. Here's the thing that stays with me. Jupiter has been here for 4.5 billion years. It was here before the first single-celled organism appeared on Earth. It will still be here long after humanity is gone. And in all that time, it has never stopped being violent, never stopped being deadly, never stopped pulling things towards itself.
If this video made you see Jupiter differently, hit subscribe, because the solar system is far stranger and far more violent than it appears, and we're just getting started.